Ali, on it?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, I think it is come on screen.
Hey, remove the music.
Did that come on live? It didn't come on live? Okay, thank you. तनवीर तो अलग जोन में okay, wait, sorry,
Yeah.
we are live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think.
Where were we? We were on I was on Bukadra and
What is this? Google Chrome. Oh, it's okay.
so I'm sorry, this is probably one of the worst lives I had actually. It's
Yeah.
more dead than live, but
I feel disappointed.
no, it's okay. You know, life is about getting back up.
Yeah.
Right? Life is about getting back up. I can even change the topic to motivate. No. So my third area was I was talking about sea. So just to give you a summary,
Watch the first two videos.
you have to, unfortunately. Then we really want to talk about RYM. I think Vida and RYM is a very important launch. Then Khalid came up with Palm Jebel Ali Oasis, the most expensive, top branded, like safe communities to invest in. Because thanks to the Fitch report, we are trying to now find resilient communities. And so for not just for the sake of discussion, but for the sake of education, I think that area called Bukadra. So I think if you even research the top 3 performing areas in Dubai, wow. One of them was JVC. I don't want to talk about it, but the second was actually Bukadra. So Bukadra is this entire location. I explained that. The third, again for debate's sake, just using Marginal Futham's Dilal Gaf as an example. I wanted to talk about Aldar's communities, both Haven, Wiles, and Athlon. I think these are.
We said 3. Now in the third one, you already selected 3. Come on.
Okay. I'm just talking about
Pick
Aldar.
one out of the three.
I didn't choose it.
Yeah.
I'm just all these are on 611. These are unfortunately all like how all the communities were on Sukim and in Hassa. Now all the communities are that, right? That 611 stretch, unfortunately, right?
What is that? No? Like only Haven is close to the 611.
Even Athlon 611. But now I'm actually trying to think whether
I'm gonna get my chance.
whether I'm gonna choose this or E11. I'm trying to think which one do I prioritize more. Should I prioritize like a district 11 and Maidan? But I already covered Bukadra, so that sort of covers Maidan as well. Should I cover? No, I'll okay. Stick to this. Strong developer.
What's wrong? You're okay. He's playing games. Playing games. You're okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna so Athlon, for example, if you study Athlon as a product, now there are too many marketing gimmicks nowadays. Like water bodies are a marketing gimmick. Let's increase the heat of the debate, right? For example, recently there was this product Bliss in Arabian Ranches 3. The water body was hilarious. It's not functional, it's not useful. I don't know why you didn't have that. Then Shobha Hartland was promised a lagoon. The lagoon is lagooning somewhere, but it didn't exist. So water bodies are being used as a gimmick to attract or hook investors.
But like, come on, like you cannot blame Shoba for this because they're not the one building.
They're not.
the
They're not.
lagoon.
I said Shobha Heartland. It's the area. I'm
Okay.
not blaming Shobha. I'm just saying, but they were promised a lagoon, and the lagoon is not. So communities basically now they are theme based, right? So it's either a Central Park theme or people are trying to copy the Barari model, or it's a water theme, which of course people love the water theme, but then people don't ask enough questions and what is the depth, what's the width of the water body, and is it functional, is it swimmable, not swimmable? So there are a lot of questions amongst it. Athlon, on the other hand, I found it to be a very functional community. It's things that people can actually use on a daily, on a regular basis. Oh, the artificial beaches in Damak Islands. We'll get back to that. That's an interesting one. I'll let Khalid answer that. But then, so of course, see,
No,
I'm
I'll
not.
answer you first, and then we'll get to that. Yeah.
So it's a functional community where actually, okay, there's a proper running track, there's a jogging track, there's a cycling track. It's wellness based. There is a hospital planned in the community. There's your British school planned in the community. There's a metro station right outside over there. The parks, again, if you see the allocation of the parks, they're functional. The design, the facade, the developer's financial
Enough?
credibility.
Continue.
So these are
Continue.
okay, so these are that's it. That's all I want to say.
Continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is my, let's say, two that I want to say Bukadra as a location, and then let's talk, because see, an established community or a developer like Emaar, okay, which I absolutely love and respect. They've made the money, right? How do you make money? You make money when you place bet on a stock that's going to rise, right? So, and people haven't realized the value of that stock yet. So Aldar is a stock that I would bet on. Aldar is the Emaar of Abu Dhabi. So the stock of Aldar in Abu Dhabi is extremely expensive. For example,
Okay.
Saadiyat, Yas, really expensive. Fahd Island, wow, like 3,500, 4,000 rupees square foot. So my comparison of, let's say, RYM in Abu Dhabi was actually the Fahd Island, same situation. I'll explain that later why it's the same situation, how it's sold out. So Fahd Island also sold out the same way how Rashid Yassin Mehta the first phase was sold out. It's all the locals over there who bought it. Okay. And over here, all the locals in there are word of I bought. So that's why I want to come, but that's a separate debate. So in Dubai, I feel like there is a lot of opportunity for the stock to increase. That's it. That's my top three.
Now see, there's one point, okay, which
Here we go.
you on the third selection. Let's start with that, all right? So you based the whole point on your third selection on what happened in Tilal Al Gaf versus what happened in Dubai Hills. Now, Tilal Al Gaf, that point, we're talking 2021.
Okay.
When the market was at the, you're talking like post-COVID. Like anyone who bought anything in 2021 made money. See, my approach now, why it's not that a product for the ultra luxury, there are some products even for the affordable segment, but you told me pick the top three.
No, I agree.
So
I'm not questioning, but
now
okay.
the reason why I picked Rashid Yasser Marida was because of Vida, which we're talking about 2.4% from the supply. Any branded residence from a premium developer, it will perform, like Bulgari residence, for example, Miras, and it's branded. All right.
Okay.
Now, what we are discussing in the podcast, that we are in a very unique time where the prices are at the peak of the history of Dubai. All right. So all the studies and all the statistics that are showing that the price will keep growing, and things like the Dubai real estate market is going to perform very well from the demand, from everything. If you take it from any angle, all right. The main challenge is crises don't take any permission, and they happen for the major crises. They don't happen for a planned reason. They may just happen at any time. Well, especially when you're talking real estate, it's a long-term investment. Now, in this point, I'm trying to look for resilient products. So that is why there are three things that I always consider. Number one, what is the scarce factor? What is something unique about this product that cannot be replicated? All right. Now, Palm Jebel Ali is obvious. The reason, okay? When we're talking about Oasis, around 10 million square meters of 3,000 villas, that is extremely unique. Like I would even debate on the point of Athlon is a very amazing product, but if you compare it, for example, versus Acres, to me, Acre wins.
Actually, I'm not again. See, it was just for the sake of
just
debate.
let me just finish this point. No. Let me just finish this point. But it's okay. Like, see, I'm not like, but like, in the current market situation,
Yeah.
the way I analyze products, if the product is 95% good, I want to put it in my top list. It have to be 96% and above.
No, I want to add, sorry, I missed one very important point about Athlon, is that some of the villas have a very Arabic style.
Okay.
So it's like if you enter the house, it's got this family room and then the living room and then a dining area. All these closed segments. Europeans like a very open sort of facade, where you enter and everything is very opulent. As soon as you enter, everyone's here. It's okay. Okay. So they like as soon as you enter, there's a lot of light. Everything's open. They like that plan, and there are some floor plans that were very closed. uh, Separate family rooms, separate living area, separate dining area. And in that living area, some parts were double height, but some parts were 2.7 meters.
Okay.
Now, 2.7 meters for me is a bit of a red flag.
Okay. Why?
I think it should be at least 3 to 3.3.
Oh, okay.
2.7, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad,
Mhm.
but it is low. It comes in the lower segment. So that's it. This is something that you should also be. For me, in all my videos, right, I don't tell people what to buy. I tell people how to buy. And the why are you buying this is very important. That point where Khalid mentioned it, the why. What is, like, for example, somebody mentioned Damak Islands over here. Okay. So if, let's suppose you select a 5-bed in Damak Islands, a corner unit.
Okay.
Why should I buy this property? That is key.
Okay.
And if you answer the why, okay, now in the why, there will come your developer strength, the developer track record, what is the product that's sold in front of this, okay, in front of the Mac Island, let's say there's Miras Sherry Woods, in front of Sherry Woods, there's Nashama Town Square. What is the value of that property? What is the last 6 months transactions that happened over here? So then you have to justify your why. What are your comparables in that price bracket? Like Damak Islands, a townhouse is, let's say, around 3 to 3.5 million. How much is Damak Lagoon selling for? So these are your questions. Once it's answered, you'll get your why.
Mhm.
So my job is to tell you how to buy and get the answers to your why.
Okay. Got it. Now, see, like for like that is a challenge. Maybe some investors won't agree with me on that, but like my why now, usually, or when I'm advising an investor, when someone is buying not for end use, for investment purposes, your number one goal is not to make profit.
Mhm.
Your number one goal is not to lose money.
Got
Your
it.
number one goal is that if tomorrow the world decided to announce COVID, you won't like you won't get any appreciation or money, but like your
Product
investment
is
or your product will keep
safe.
holding its value. Okay. So now this is the point where we came and we compared, for example, the example of Tira al. It's an amazing community. Okay. But like for example, when you compare it to Dubai Hills, the launches that happened in Dubai Hills pre-COVID, they performed very well in COVID versus like what happened in 2021, 2022. Like people who invested in JVC at this time, they made very good money. You have my point.
True.
So right now, these are very good products like Haven, okay, like Athlon. But the question is, if a crash happens for any reason, all right, which we should keep this in mind also, we should not be very much optimistic and we should not be very much pessimistic. We're trying to be real here. We're trying to look from a realistic point of view. And from a realistic point of view, anything can happen, despite that all the statistics are going up. But it's the same thing that happened in 2006 and in 2018. We don't know what's going to happen. So by that point, will they perform well in crash? That I don't know. So like it's a very good product, But I'm telling you why I know if you buy in Palm Jebel Ali, or if you buy in Oasis, or if you buy a branded residence inside Emaar
I
community.
have a debate.
Okay, no problem, no
I have a
problem.
debate. I have a debate.
No problem.
I have a
Today,
debate. Let me
no, let me finish the point.
I
You can
forget.
write it. Why are you getting this right?
I won't write it. You will see that you will challenge it again. See you tell me.
No, I'm not gonna promise.
No.
Promise.
I'm-
Okay, so if you if a crash happened today, I am like I can say confidently, I cannot say 100%, but I can say above 95%.
Mhm.
Like in Palm Jebel Ali, your product won't lose its value, and in Oasis, the product is also going to lose its value. And I can give a justification for that, but I talked a lot, so let me give the mic to you.
Okay, so he said, in case of a crash, okay, Palm Jebel Ali won't lose its value, Oasis won't lose its value, and we don't know about Aldar Athlon. Okay, now my question to you is, in case of a crash, financially, who would you trust? Nakheel to complete the construction, like its project is midway. You've got a mammoth of a project like Palm Jebel Ali where you need billions to complete. So who will stick to their commitment and complete it? Is it Nakheel, Emaar, or Aldar?
Okay. First of all, it's not Nakheel now. It's we're talking about
Dubai Holdings. Yeah.
Dubai Holdings. Okay. So I would say Dubai Holdings, they will complete. You see, if you are talking about financial, Aldar is Abu Dhabi.
Mhm.
All right. But like the thing is that you are telling me that that they're not gonna complete the community. Like Emaar in 2008, which the company was not near as big as now. Like at the end, they found a way and they completed Burj Khalifa. If you want to get international investors to invest in your company, all right, do you think it's challenging for Emaar and Dubai Holdings to get international investors to complete? Let's say they crash. Like you're talking about Emaar now, you're talking about the biggest developer when you are talking from in terms of construction. Like now they are, I think they are the top 3 brands when it comes to real estate around the world, right?
Yeah.
So do you think like a company like that during crash they won't have the money to complete their project?
See, you know what's scary about what's scary?
So
No. You know what's scarier than completing construction? Scarier because see, Nakheel has defaulted many times in the past. Okay, and Nakheel till date haven't completed certain communities. Warsan till date is a mess. International City is also is International City. I think they've abandoned. So then JVC also is just it's left to Allah and the developers. Then but Emaar, like say for example, in Dubai Creek Harbor, there are buildings, I don't want to name them, where the construction quality wasn't up to standard. There are walls made out of gypsum. So everyone talks about the profits made, right? But what about the products? Like okay, the first row people made products. The second row till date the prices haven't increased a lot. Like if you look at Harbor Views or the ones in the second row behind Vida.
You're hitting your second investment, but it's fine. Continue.
I'm not hitting my second investment.
Okay.
Which is my second investment? My Bukadra area. So I'm talking about in case of a market crash.
Yeah, in case of a market crash.
And see, and then in Dubai Creek Harbor, in my live, I'm sorry it broke down to so many sections, but I mentioned that at this point, the opportunity in Creek Harbor is not in off plans and secondary off plan. I mentioned that. So
okay, but that's a point we're gonna discuss now.
Okay.
Right now.
So in case of a market crash, Aldar is the strongest financially backed company. Emaar is extremely strong. I would bet more on Aldar and Emaar if I have to choose between the 3, because again, when you go to Palm Jebel Ali today or that location, there's absolutely nothing in that location.
Yes.
Right. See,
that is why it's interesting.
It is interesting. It could be perceived as scary as well. See, because see, in 2009, the people who committed. Okay.
Now I need to write points. Yeah, continue.
The people who were on the verge of suicide were these people who invested in Pearl Jumeirah, in areas like these, which required billions of money to conduct complete infrastructure. So, in case of a setback, what are we going to do? So this is, I mean, it's just a debate.
Okay. Now, see, you mentioned a lot of interesting points. Now, see, number one, when you're talking about Nakheel, Nakheel, you can think about it as a land bank, yeah. So, like they own, they're like Wassel, like Miras, they're the government, So they're owning most of the plots, and they're selling, like when you're talking about Warsam, when you're talking about JVC, there's all plots, when you're talking, and it's different.
They are the master developer.
They're the master developer, okay, but Dubai Island, okay, we're talking, for example, Island A is JVC, something like JVC. They're selling it as plots. They're the master developer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Versus Island B, for example, versus now in the Palm, like not all the projects there perform the same. Palm Jumeirah, because like there are some which are built by Nakheel, and there are some which are built by private developers. You got my point. But till now, no one can debate on the point that when it comes to the sea, Nakheel is the king and the queen.
See, I get it. They have the best plots in Dubai, but that doesn't.
No. It's not about the debate that they are having the best plots. We are talking now about the concept of Palm Jebel Ali. Okay, so like at the end, when we are talking about real estate, that is the challenge.
No. We are talking about recession-proof investment.
Yeah. We're talking about recession-proof investment.
We're talking about products with resilience.
Yes, that is why when we are talking about Palm Jumeirah, it passed two crashes, the 2008 financial crash, and we are talking today it passed COVID, and it's still the highest transacting market in the ultra luxury segment. That is point number one. We're talking about a product that will hold its value. That is the thing. Just holding the value. When you are selling it, it is not something that is gonna depreciate in value. It's gonna hold its value. What's the point number one goal? Goal number one is to hold the value of the product.
True, but I'll tell you something. So now Palm Jumeirah, there was
just let me finish this. Let me finish this, and then you can go. Okay. So that's why when I'm saying what makes money in real estate is what is so scarce about your product. Is it something that is unique to the product, or it is something like it's that anyone can do it? Like, for example, why golf communities perform well? Why the Hills one performed extremely well? It is a golf course community. Now, like to build an international golf course, it requires a lot of land, and land is scarce. Plus, maintaining it is also extremely expensive. That's why you'll see we're developing international things like Victory Heights, the Hills one, like Arabian Rashes, Dubai Hills Estate, Emirate Hills. So that is why, because it's scarce. Okay. Because and it cannot be replicated easily. That is why if you are having a villa or anything on a Gulf view or on a sea view, which like not lagoon, a full sea view, which is extremely limited at this time, they perform well. Why? Because no matter what happens, it is very limited. Like it's not something that can be replicated easily. Now tell me something as scarce as this engineering structure of Palm Jebel Ali. You're talking about the biggest man-made island.
I will get to.
Yeah, sure. So the point number one, it is what is scarce about this product, and like this is why I picked this two. Point number two, the infrastructure. Like earlier we were taking the example of Maple. When did Maple prices actually appreciate a lot? 2022 Emaar, they opened Dubai Hills Mall. They opened King's College Hospital. They opened 2 schools, and they opened the Dubai Hills Park. Maple was stuck at 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. Immediately jumped to 4 million. Why? Because of the infrastructure there. Now, when you are talking about something which is not there, which is a desert, it's like downtown when it was a military camp. it's like Dubai Marina when there was no infrastructure.
Well, see, because then people are abusing. 1 second. Okay, so I will answer. I will answer.
So you have to
Haris.
be either with me or
I'm
with
with
the
them.
chat.
Okay, but see, just quickly, okay,
Okay.
just quickly. How about artificial beaches in Namak Island? They would be useful, Haris. Can we count on Banba or in top 5 as well? The community seems quite promising. It is a beautiful community.
Emaar South, Adil Khan.
Depends on the objective. Undercover Dubai girl, you caught my attention because she said that there's no. It'll be great to answer questions, which is the point of her life, and I completely agree. Should I rather invest on a Garfoods or a Dubai Hills? It seems like Garfoods offer a more unique lifestyle versus the latest Dubai Hills building release. Let's answer some questions. Also, be nice.
Okay.
Because you tell me, Garfoods or Dubai Hills? She thinks Garfoods is more unique in comparison to Dubai Hills.
Bro,
What do you think?
You were questioning the like what's gonna happen in a crash in Emaar and Nakheel. Like Emaar and Nakheel could be like,
He's
what
back
else I
away.
can say?
I'm sorry, he's a bit. I'll let me answer. So see, I think I completely agree. I think Garfoods is Dubai Hills is a bit losing the plot nowadays. It's just boom, 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 buildings and buildings and buildings. And more buildings, and he's going to debate with me on that, and that's okay.
No. It's, by the way, there is still more Dubai Hills to come. Like I think now the total handovers around 8,000, 10,000 units.
Exactly.
In Dubai Hills, there's gonna be they're expected to be 33,000 units, and still they have launches. So It's gonna be even more. So there is still more 1.5 more Dubai Hills to come.
So that's why I like Garfoods. And you know what I like about Garfoods as well? So Garfoods Wilds, where it's located, there is a road connecting between Dubai Hills and the Wilds. So technically, Wilds becomes like one of the best clusters of Dubai Hills itself. So you get access to the infrastructure, the community, and the location also really works. And Marshall Fatem has always done a fantastic job. So I would see. I like he mentioned, scarcity value. I really like having something unique. So I would also like Garfoods. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I think the undercover Dubai girl made you change your mind on the top 3 community.
Okay, Rihan, we spoke a lot about RYM. NASG and RYM currently available to hotcakes. Jim Chan, I completely agree. That's what we were talking about. See, Malchipa Gardens, you sort of missed the first phase. You're towards the last phase of it. In that location, I like H&H coming up in District 11. That's quite key. So I would compare Malchipa Gardens versus H&H's new community coming up in this. They haven't launched it. I'm not supposed to talk about it.
I don't know why. Like I was trying.
I'm so sorry. I'm not supposed to talk about this. Okay,
Come on.
Sorry. Actual offline price. Okay, so I did answer questions. Actual offline prices are 20% higher than ready. How can investor make any return on equity purchasing so overpriced? Judge Dredd, you're giving again. You're like Fitch. You gave a macroeconomic judgment. Micro, if you go into different communities, there's still opportunity. There are products. You just have to see A versus B. See, at this point, like I mentioned, Greek Harbor, yes, the ready it's too expensive, so secondary offline. Some communities, you just have to assess. You cannot give a general perspective.
See, let's get to the question.
I'll get to the question
right now because like
I really pumped you. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
We became all over the place.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So what's your? We were discussing just the point of the scarcity and the infrastructure and the developer. Like I assess projects now based on these 3 things. Okay, and in the developer, as I told you, we talk about. I look at it as what happened in the past 10 years in their projects, and now at least I'm covering COVID and look at what happened in COVID. All right. Point number 2 is like what is the infrastructure coming there, and the best thing is to invest in an area where there is a good infrastructure coming from the government and a good infrastructure coming from the developer, and you buy before the infrastructure is connected. That is the best. That is the best. This is when you're gonna get because like the most important thing in real estate is infrastructure. It is not like when you're talking about Emaar and you said that they had a shitty product in some buildings you said in Dubai Hills, and some appreciated, some did not appreciate.
Yeah.
sorry, not in Dubai,
Creek
Dubai
Harbor.
Creek Harbor. Like the
And in
reason.
Dubai Hills.
Okay, let's talk about the Dubai Creek Harbor now. Now, see, Emaar, they are known to deliver top-notch infrastructure.
Mhm.
They know what matters. They know what makes money. It's an investment product, and they know that their clients are people who want to make money.
But didn't make money.
Yeah, why they didn't make money?
Yeah.
When you are talking now, these people who bought on the Creek View,
Yeah.
versus the people who bought on the Water View. The people who bought on the Water View, okay, it's the Creek Island, they made money because the Creek Island now is functional.
Mhm.
But if you look at the Creek Tower,
Mhm.
it's just construction and trucks going in and there, and it will take time. The problem is the people who promise them that, hey, you got the Creek Tower view in 4 years or in 3 years. You're not gonna make money because the Creek Tower is not gonna be it's not gonna be there in 3 years.
This is gold. So
So-
this is a very interesting point. I'll tell you why. Because, for example, in 2017, I had a very good friend of mine. I don't want to say who he was because it'll be a funny situation, but he had 5 villas in Dubai Hills, Maple, and we were struggling to rent them out. We were trying to rent them out at like 95,000, 100,000, 105,000.
What year was that?
2017.
Okay.
Yeah, we're struggling, sell, rent. Sometimes when a product is not performing well, just hold. And now he's absolutely like, then we were like, because see, technically Dubai Hills is in front of one of the biggest industrial areas in Dubai, Alcos.
Yes.
And there was this big ugly roundabout, and it was a disaster. He was like, oh, I don't know why I invested in Dubai Hills. And so sometimes when a product is not performing the way anticipated, as long as it is a reputable developer like Emaar, you need to just hold and you'll be fine. But if you go with a garbage developer, which there are many right now, that's when, like, I've seen some products in the market where it's ridiculously priced for the developer, and still people are buying it due to gimmicks. So it's like
Marketing gimmicks, yeah, I agree.
have you ever worked in a waste management company?
No, I haven't.
So how waste management works is it's about segregation of waste, right? It's a very big industry. It's how you have to segregate waste. Okay, it's plastics, usable, biodegradable. You segregate waste. So you need to learn how to segregate, like which one is the garbage, which one is gold, which one is good. That's how I guess you can. Okay, how is a regalia by DR in Business Bay for investment?
I love this question of Harris.
Which one is Harris?
Last one. Do you think that Jumeirah residence can be an investor product?
Please, then answer.
No, you were. It's
What?
your-
No, I am. You're here. You also answer.
See, it's mainly. See, if we talk about investor product from the point that is gonna make money, of course it's gonna make money. It's at the end it's close to downtown, but I see it as an end user product. Like if you want to buy a 1 bedroom at 4.55 million, like it's someone who want to be close to everything.
Yeah.
First of all, it's branded by Jumeirah, right?
Right.
And when you're talking about the branded residence, what we said that in Rashid Yarsa Marina in Vida, okay, it's only 2.4% of the supply from now until 2030 is going to be branded residences, right? So it's huge scarce. Plus Jumeirah, like that is a huge brand, so it's gonna make money. But like people right now who are investing,
I don't know. I'll tell you. I feel like DIFC is being pumped too much. I feel like all the real estate influencers. Like
Yeah, but like,
DIFC,
see,
4 seasons.
at the end, it is not like
this
it's not in my top 3. It's
No,
definitely
no,
not in my
but
top 3.
It is like, see, for example, one Zabil, I'm till date struggling to sell a 2-bed. I'm struggling, man. I'm struggling to sell a 2-bed in one Zabil. It's a beautiful product, and
That is why I said it's an end user product. That is why I said it's an end user.
End user, yes, go for it. Your 1-bed 4 million. Oh my God, it's your life, your rules. Go for it. But
But like, why? Like,
Yeah.
if you have and this is when it comes now, when someone is buying a product, like you need to give the investor or anyone who's buying the right expectation. So if someone is investing right now in Dubai Creek Harbor
Mhm.
with the Creek Tower view, if you understand that after 10 years, this is gonna be amazing and it's gonna make very good money once the Creek Tower is live and it's there. And it's
Maybe not. I'll tell you why.
just let me complete my
Okay,
sentence,
okay,
okay?
okay.
So now, right now, when you have this understanding that
Right.
like people now how they are pitching the Creek Tower, they're pitching the Creek Tower like people who are pitching Burj Khalifa right now,
Right,
okay? Burj
right.
Khalifa view, and like Dubai Creek Harbor is gonna be on a better infrastructure, three metro station, the square mall, blah 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 blah. Now all these things just they will take time. So if you want to buy there, but if you buy now, for example, versus the Creek View, which is the Creek Island, all these people now made money because the Creek Island now is now live. So there is the same thing when you like right now, for example, downtown now it's peaked like for a long time now it did not appreciate. Okay,
Yeah.
why? Because there are investment. There is the South. There is Aldar. There are so many major communities coming.
Yeah.
But after all these communities are launched and built, what do you think is going to happen in downtown? Downtown will remain downtown. It's still going to be premium.
I agree.
By that point, it's going to make money. So that is the same thing with this Jumeirah.
I will tell you in Creek Harbor. Okay, Creek Harbor. Let's say the island has you have the outer layer, and then you have the second row, and there's a third row.
Yes.
So people in the outer row made money,
Mm.
and the second row are at a plateau. They hit a plateau.
Mm.
Then same situation in Creek Beach. The people in the outer layer made money. The people in between were promised a Creek Tower view, and so the problem is with building. So they mostly just facing another building. It's like living in Discovery Gardens, but a nice place.
Oh my God.
It's
Oh my God.
No. I'm just
What is
saying.
this metaphor?
No. I'm just saying. It's just so.
Yeah, you're right.
You get it, right?
You're
It's just-
completely right. Yeah.
And so that is why the rents were quite low, and you're just facing other. And so, see, which is not bad. Again, there has to be balance in life, right? So, I mean, because if everything is super expensive, there's nothing affordable. So this is good. But if you're promised a Creek Tower now, probably that's a scare, because you must understand when Creek Tower comes, there are 500 buildings covering all of it. So the product that's going to actually have a Creek Tower view is going to launch at some 5,000 dirham per square foot. And
Even more than that.
Probably more than that. So it's not going to come anytime soon. You will have maybe that's why I said Bukadra. See, maybe from Dubai Design District, you'll have this full, like how you have this full downtown skyline view from that way. If you have a full creek view from a bit far off, okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But in Creek Harbor, it's like living in Forte or one of those buildings in downtown. We're just facing another building in downtown, and you can see Burj Khalifa in between the towers and say, I can see Burj Khalifa,
Burj Khalifa
I can
view.
see,
I
like,
see that.
I can see it. Do you see it? Like there's this tower, elite residences, okay? So there's Southridge, and there's a gap of Southridge, and that gap of Southridge is elite residences, and you see Burj Khalifa through the gap. And it's so expensive, and I'm like, it's selling at like 3,500 dirham per square foot. Horrible construction quality, And so I'm like, it's just Sorry.
But for people who invested there, I'll tell them you are still way better than people who invested in a tower.
Yeah.
Because they promised them that the tower is moving. I honestly saw this. And
Tower is moving.
Tower is moving. They said, okay, I want Burj Khalifa view. Don't worry, 12 p.m. you'll see Burj Khalifa. And he bought, like that's there are some wild things like that happen. So now so your top three selection is Vida, Rashid Arsan Marina.
Okay.
And then you said the second is this area of Dubai Design District, okay, and Dubai Creek Hub and this area. And the third one is gonna be Aldar Products.
Bro, live in elite. You live in elite. Good. Elite is nice.
My selection, we'll leave it for the people. Okay. My selection, we agree on Rashid Arsan Marina.
We agree on Rashid Arsan Marina.
So that was before the live got disconnected.
Yes.
And then my second selection, just for the safety and the resilience and those things, I picked Palm Jebel Ali. And then the third product, I couldn't say it because it's not yet launched.
Okay. Helps a lot.
Okay. Yes, but then right now I went to Oasis. Why? Because Oasis is only 50% launched.
Yeah.
And we still have 50% to go.
Right. So I think I'm so sorry. We ran out of time, so I think we're gonna wrap it up now. But
Reviews on Grand Polo.
you want to say something on that
It's just, it's
as a closing statement?
as a closing statement, Grand Polo.
You can do it. Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay. Ali Zaidi. See, any community which is on the initial launches by Emaar, first launches, you'll make money. Because like the strategy of Emaar, see, there are two things I like about Emaar. Okay. Number one, their aggressive payment plan, which people say like they take this against Emaar, but like think about it, all right? For the developer, anyways, the money is gonna go to the escrow account. So if the developer launch an aggressive payment plan, or they launch a very easy payment plan, like 1% monthly, at the end they're gonna receive their money practically when the product is handed over. This is how escrow works. Then why there are some developers that are putting aggressive payment plans, and there are some developers that are putting very flexible payment plans. But at the end, like if you make a flexible payment plan, you're gonna sell more. So if Emaar they're thinking that we want to sell more, and they start making a 1% payment plan, just imagine how much Emaar they're gonna sell if they made a 1% payment plan. Then why are they sticking to 80-20, 90-10? If you say it's money is going to escrow. The reason why they are doing that is that whoever buys on this aggressive payment plan, they are usually deep pocket buyers. They are usually people who have money. And deep pocket buyers, like most of them, they are either end users, or there are people who are looking for extremely high capital appreciation. Like people of the 1%, when the price increase just 10%, the whole community will start selling. They're so greedy.
Closing statement.
Yeah.
It's like.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay. So let's go. So what I like about them is the payment plan, the aggressive payment plan. And then number two, whenever they're making any launch, they are increasing the price.
Yeah.
Minimum 5 to 8%. So when you are buying in any community in the initial launches, you are always good. Okay. Plus, it's in the south of Dubai, the airport 2027, the infrastructure that is coming there. And then lastly, I think it's number 3 around the world, the number 3 polo community. See anything biggest metro station, anything biggest, tallest, fattest, smallest, it is always making good money. So yeah, so it's a very good investment when it comes to polo. So yeah. That's my input.
I think we have to leave and Khalid to call my time. So
no, you have to put the closing statement. Come on.
See, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to schedule another live where I won't talk. I'll just respond to queries. I think.
Yeah, that's.
I wanted to try a different model where because every time I do a topic on a live, people get annoyed that I never discuss the topic. I'm just replying to queries. But this time, what I'm going to do is, so I tried this model. I guess it didn't work. Nothing works actually. But let me. I'm going to come back, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll be back. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, share, and subscribe.
I'm still live.